Hi, and welcome to the first episode of Is This Condo Right For You, where I talk about all the most interesting and desirable condominiums in and around the Miami area. I'm making these series because I want you to have a place where you can go and get free, valuable information about the condominium in question so that by the end of the video, you'll be able to tell if the condo is right for you. Now, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Danette with the Danette De Leon Group at Corcoran, and I am the expert in all things real estate in the Southeast Florida region. So for the first episode in this series, I'm choosing to talk about the Elser Hotel and Residences Miami. And as you'll come to find out in the next following minutes, the reason why I'm choosing the Elser first is because it's a very flexible condominium that appeals to a much wider range of buyers than the typical Miami condominium. Okay, so let's run through a few quick specs about the building and then we'll get to the most interesting part about this video. So the Elser is located roughly on 5th and Biscayne Boulevard, on the boulevard, which is very interesting because if you see the area and if you look at the buildings that are already existing on the boulevard, none of those buildings allow short-term rental, which the Elser does. So that's very interesting because developers, they don't build short-term rental ready condos on the boulevard because that's premium real estate with direct unobstructed views of some of the best views in Miami, period. So, you usually see buildings there like the 1000 Museum, which is where David Beckham owns a penthouse, the Waldorf Astoria, which by the way is being developed by the same developer as the Elser, and the Aston Martin residences. So the Elser, that makes the building actually very unique. Now, like I said, location is roughly on Biscayne and 5th. It's a block away from the FTX Arena. Undoubtedly A+ location. I mean, you have Miami Beach 10 minutes away via any of the major causeways. You have Brickell, the financial district where all the banks are, 10 minutes away. You have the Wynwood Art District and the Design District for luxury shopping, also 5 and 10 minutes away. And then you have the Miami International Airport 10 minutes away. And you're located in the heart of downtown Miami on the boulevard, which is a central business district of the city. So location undoubtedly A+. Views, as I mentioned earlier, without a question, some of the most beautiful and sought after views in the entire city of Miami. Why? Because you're sitting right in front of the boulevard and the port of Miami. So you get to see all of the cruise ships coming in and out. And you also get to see the islands of Biscayne Bay, the bay itself. You get to see the beach, the ocean, and beyond. So, I mean, those views. And at night, you get to see the Miami downtown skyline, which is beautiful to look at. So views, A+, undoubtedly. What makes the Elser flexible as a condo is that you have different options when it comes to monetizing your condo and using it. Number one, you can either monetize it short term via the in-house management company, meaning daily rentals. Number two, you can rent it for longer periods of time, minimum 6 months and 1 day. You can do that through your agent. Or number three, you can use it however you want, meaning you can live in it full time. It can be your primary residence or you can live in it part-time. Let me paint a couple of pictures for you as to who this building would be ideal for. You could be that person who is relocating to Miami. You want to live here full-time in the center of the city with beautiful views in a brand new condominium, but you don't want to, have to buy all the furniture, move, or do things like that because you're relocating from out of state. Since the units are delivered fully finished and furnished, turnkey, this is perfect for you. You could be that person who doesn't live in Miami full-time or doesn't want to live here full-time. Maybe you vacation here a couple weeks out of the year or a month, and when you come here, you don't want to be in a hotel anymore because you come here so often. So you want to own your own condo, but you don't want it to be bleeding money when you're not using it, which is for most of the year. So perfect for you because you can monetize it through Highgate. Which is the professional management company, by the way, that is in the building. I'm not sure if I mentioned that before. Or you could be that person who is an investor or that business individual who is already familiar with the short-term rental market in Miami or within the US. Maybe you own some units in Austin, in LA, and you are looking to add something to your portfolio here in Miami because you also come here. Or maybe it's just a business decision just for monetization. This is also great for you. So those are some of the ideal buyers of the Elser condominium. One last thing before I go that is very important to mention is that you'll need at least 35% down to purchase at the Elser. And the reason for that is because it allows short-term rental, again, which to the banks represents a much higher risk than your traditional condo where mostly long-term residents are living there and there's less in and out. So because of that, if you go the traditional financing route, you'll most likely need at least 35% down. Thank you. I hope you found this video useful. If you did and you know somebody else that might benefit from it, please share the video with them. And until next time, thank you.